I had to do a two-parter right after I started talking about closet cases in my self-hating gays video. Closet cases. I find them to be among the most dangerous brand of human on the planet. Men who hate themselves are very angry men, very destructive, and they act out on it. And I think this is true about lots of things that you repress. It will find its outlet one way or the other. And for those men who repress their sexual desires, which is a very powerful thing for a man to repress, it's incredible. I mean, them priests must be very devout, let me tell you. They need all the power of God to get through it. And they don't. Everybody knows about priest shit. But, you know, men who repress their sexual urges are trouble, period. It's a powerful thing, and it has to be somehow kept in check, and I think one of the best ways to keep it in check is to face it and find some solutions for it. If that doesn't mean going out there and getting it, if that's not feasible, then you do something, but don't let it just broil in your subconscious and be repressed and become some hard nugget, seedy core of some incredible anger. Self-hating closet cases are just angry people. They always tend to be. And they're either angry or scared, and both. They're the loudest and most vociferous anti-activist when it comes to the Republican Party, which is the most repressed thing in the world. And they often engage in very angry behavior. The worst homophobes out there are the ones that are gay themselves. Beat the shit out of, kill, rape, do terrible things to other men. Because they can't, once that, not only does the lust itself build up and become something that can't be tolerated, and when it does finally explode, it becomes something really crazy, like some mad sexual pursuits or maybe even a rape, but also the anger, because people who don't like other gays see themselves as being aberrant and sinful and whatever they've been led to believe that being gay is wrong. For whatever reason they feel that about themselves, so they have incredible self-shame, incredible self-hate, and they don't like other people too. They hate straight men for being straight, they hate gay men for being gay, they don't like anything about gay, and excluding the gay aspect of themselves, and they're jealous and angry with the straights for being what straights are. Or if they're not all this mad rage, then they're really depressed and isolated, or they jump out in there and womanize. Boy, closet cases are notorious for making wives and getting women and just proving how straight they are. They don't do good by pretty much any way. And there's a very dangerous aspect of society. I think men who repress their desires, I'm not saying you just run out there and do whatever your little willy wants you to. You gotta have a restraint, but you can't deny it, and you can't not find some outlet for it. And it's not always just run out there and have sex with what you want. Trust me. I've been sexually frustrated to the point where it's like breathing in nitrogen. Don't even know it's around anymore. It's just all I've ever known. But yeah, you got to have some awareness of it. You'll make mistakes, but if you don't find that you have some conscious control or effort of control over something very powerful within you, like your desire, then it manifests in horrible ways. And this is one of my other theories, not unlike dark chocolate, in that anything you deny, repress, or keep hidden will find its own way out. And when that happens, then you have little control over it. So self-hating gays, closet cases, these are the people who are angry and also destructive. They probably have a very high rate of suicide, though I have not looked up the numbers, have a very high rate of aggression, and they're pissy all the time, not really happy, or they're sad a lot, or they're out there doing things to people. Their relationships with men are terrible because they see men as an enemy on one level or the other for being what they want to be or being what they are, and envying that or hating it, or both. And then they don't really respond well to women either, because they see women as conquest to prove how straight they wish they were, and to show the world that they can be straight on some level. And so they tend to make children or have lots of women in their lives, and that hurts. That hurts those women, and it hurts those kids, and it hurts the person to not be himself. And then when they come out, they're the most flaming thing ever, because they've been so repressed. And this is almost another topic on the flamboyant gay. But you'll find in the societies that have the most macho, masculine figures where the most flamboyant gays are. I mean, really, they just walk down the street and rainbows pop out of their feet, cupcakes fly. But it's a response, this flamboyance, to having something bottled up that's been imprisoned forever, and when it's finally free, it just doesn't know what to do. This little queen inside you just is running around screaming and crying, thinking, hallelujah, I'm free, and they're happier. But the closet case is a dangerous, dangerous individual. They vote against themselves and others. They repress others and themselves. They want to see damage and harm to everything that relates to them. And to hate yourself, I know that. I haven't hated myself for being gay, but I've known what it's like to not be happy with myself. And it's a terrible thing, especially if you're not in conscious control of it. One of my therapists always says that 80% of everything we do is subconscious, 20% of it is conscious. That 80% governs our lives in so many ways. We're almost slaves to it. So if you try and bottle things up and pretend it's not there, it finds its way out in ways and things we do that's usually destructive, or at least potentially destructive, and it doesn't have to be. What do we do to fix the closet case? We have to make it fine to be gay. And that, let's just do it. Alright? So, talk to y'all later. Bye.